Welcome to my channel. I'm Zhang Xu. Let's talk about problem 51 in chapter 2. In this one is talk about the up-through problems. It's another application about free fall value. Let's see how it happens. In this one, I suggest you draw a picture to understand what happens. You tell us we have a baseball with head straight up. So this is a keyword. Tell us the initial velocity is up. And then with a speed of about 20 meters per second there, tell us the magnitude for the initial velocity there, right? So since baseball just moves up, then how high does it go? That means at the peak, the initial velocity becomes to 0. And then ask you the position at the peak, right? Then how long is it in the air? That means this baseball returns to the reference point, 0 meter. Ask you the time taken from the initial to the final. At there, we consider the acceleration is always pointing down. So we must keep the negative side there. It's important there. And then we can see how we solve the problems. You can see at the first part from the initial to the peak, ask you the YP, right? The position at the peak. So we can see we know the initial velocity, we know the final velocity, and also we know acceleration. Ask you to find displacement. It's easy. We remember this equation. Final velocity minus initial velocity equals 2a displacement, right? So we input the known quantities. At the peak, velocity is 0, and then at the initial, the position is 0, and then we get it yp in this equation. Input the known quantity, we get it 20 meters. And how long does it take in the air? So in this problem, we can say we know the initial velocity. We know initial position, we know final position, and we also know acceleration. So we consider the function, the displacement with time taken. Remember this one? Yes. Then we input the known quantities. So the final position is 0, initial position is 0, and acceleration is -g. So in this one, super easy. We can solve the t. Thank you.